Hey guys, it's ARCA NASCAR starting Parker here, your man himself, Colby Evans, coming to you today with a special video regarding something weird you guys may have saw in yesterday's ARCA race. It was well known at the time, but let's go over the analytics of it and the fact that you guys yourselves can read it too if you want. In the ARCA East race yesterday, it was actually seen that the 17 of Taylor Gray was debuting the new Ford Mustang Body style. Yes, folks. Even though we've seen the Fusion body, the old style body that the Gen 6 Cup cars ran in the early days of the Gen 6 and the early 2010s, now we're seeing a new Ford Mustang style body style that we saw in the like 2010s in the Cup Series. It is now hit ARC and is actually on the rules bulletin stated in 20C 1.3. The approved competition manufacturers and models, it now lists that along with the 2014 Chevrolet SS, Ford Fusion, Toyota Camry, now the 2022 Ford Mustang Body style has been debuted in ARCA. What does this mean for the series? Well, also at the end of the day, you're trying to transition into, a different body style for the series. You can't keep running the same body style forever. And I applaud ARCA for making these changes. Charles Crawl, who does commentary on Flow Racing for the East and West races, has reported it also that the Camaro, yes, the Camaro body style that we saw in the Cup Series, will be also making its way to ARCA within maybe the next year. It is unclear whether to actually run this year, as these approval processes take a long time. I mean, it took us until 2022 just to get this Ford body style implemented. Now, it's not unsure whether it'll be mandatory to go to these Mustang body styles, or will they let so-called zombie fusions run in the ARCA series, while the upper class teams will have the money to spend to get the new Ford flange fit bodies. We easily saw in yesterday's ARCA East event that Taylor Gray was unbeatable. That was also a Stewart-Haas Racing chassis, and it was kind of cool how it highly resembled Chase Briscoe's old Ford performance car. I'm not sure what to think of it, honestly. I am excited. I just hope that they don't mandate these teams to make these changes, because teams like Andy Hillenberg, Brad Smith, Wayne Peterson, obviously they run a lot of these zombie cars, and they really don't have the money to spend on these new noses. Now we have seen, like with the steel body cars versus the composite body cars, they let the steel body cars run quite a bit, a couple of years before they finally got rid of them. And I think they're going to do the same thing for the ARCA series before they finally tell the teams to get rid of the new, or the old, body style of the Fusions and the Camaros. And I would say eventually the Toyota Camry will go away in favor of the, I'm not sure if actually they would go with a Supra or with just a Camry body design. Again, that's way down the line. But I hope they give these teams more than enough time to transition if that actually comes to mandate. We actually did see, I believe, a zombie fusion in that race. I believe Ed Pompa was running a zombie fusion in the race. I could be wrong on that, but I will put a picture of the new Mustang for the series. It'll be right here. And if you guys also want to check out any other pictures, they are all on the DGR Twitter account. I do think it's a great addition to the series. Now, will it hit the West Series this year? I don't necessarily think so. The Sunrise Ford teams are very competitive, but I don't think they necessarily need to make those kinds of updates, especially mid-season, especially also that the ARCA West Series doesn't have as much money in it as you could say the main series. And it also could take longer for the parts to get out there. So I wouldn't really say it's going to hit the West Series this year. I would definitely say that in 2023, though, we would see almost every Ford team by that point running the new Mustang body style, and we could see the Camaro body style debuting around midseason. But remember, in the main ARCA series, we don't have that many full-time Chevrolet teams. Reality, it's just Rev Racing. Now, would Brad, obviously I've worked with Brad Smith, would Brad get that new nose? I think he would hold off as long as he could to try to make sure he has enough in the future. But again, guys, we'll just have to see. Either way, I think it's great that ARCA is updating their body styles. Because, it has kind of gotten old. The last time we saw the Impala body, the SS Impala body was, 2017? The last time we saw the Fusion body was, I think, 2015? So the body styles are definitely getting a little outdated. I do think it's time for something new and it's something fresh. At the end of the day, ARCA is its own entity, despite being along with NASCAR. And I'm excited to see these changes. And when we get more updates on the Camaro body, I'll be sure to come on here and give you guys some more updates on the Camaro body. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this little news segment on the new bodies coming in for Ford. If you guys want to check out the technical bulletin, just go to the competitor website on arcaracing.com. You can see it's all filled out from the body style to windshields to rear window to headlights, parking lights, all that fun stuff about this new 2022 body. And of course, the Camaro body is coming up. If you guys want to ask Charles Crawl about it, you can ask him. It took me a while to get a hold of him, but everyone loves Charles. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 250 subs. Remember the giveaway that's coming up. And again, subscribe. Love ARCA. We'll see y'all real soon on the podcast. Bye-bye.